Open and globular star clusters. At Theodore Roosevelt National Park, it is said that half the park is after dark. So much of the night sky can be seen with the naked eye or a set of binoculars. Of the many different objects to see in the night sky, we would like to tell you about the different types of star clusters. Let us start with a fish-eye view of the night sky. We can see straight up into the sky and capture a view of the entire horizon. Adding the cardinal directions and the point directly overhead, known as the zenith, we can find our bearings. Adding the constellations and the constellation names assists us as well. Finally, adding a green line at 15 degrees above the horizon helps show how far down most telescopes can be easily moved. Tonight, we will look at a globular cluster located in the constellation of Hercules. We will also look at an open cluster located between the constellations of Cepheus and Cassiopeia. Looking directly above Cassiopeia and below Cepheus, we can find the open cluster called M52 or Messier 52. A closer look at M52 reveals it is made up of approximately 200 stars. These stars are gravitationally attracted to each other and traveling together through our galaxy from their original stellar birthplace. This open cluster is about 15 light years in diameter and approximately 5,000 light years from us. Here, we see M52 from two different perspectives. You can see where M52 is in relation to our sun within the Milky Way. There are countless open clusters within our Milky Way that are made up of hundreds to a few thousand stars. Open clusters are young compared to the age of our galaxy and are always found within the disk of the galaxy. Let us turn our attention to globular clusters. Looking towards the west, we find the constellation Hercules. Within the constellation of Hercules is M13, or Hercules Cluster. Hercules Cluster contains several 100,000 stars. With that many stars, we can see why they are referred to as globular clusters or globs of stars. M13 is 12 billion years old. This is nearly as old as the Milky Way galaxy itself. Unlike open clusters, globular clusters have hundreds of thousands to millions of stars that are tightly bound together by gravity. These stars are very old and mostly red stars. Stars within globular clusters were here in the early stages of galaxy formations. M13 is nearly 45 light years in diameter and approximately 25,000 light years away. Unlike open clusters, globular clusters are found within the halo of the Milky Way. That's above and below the disk of our galaxy. I hope you've enjoyed this information about star clusters. The globular cluster M13 is my favorite cluster to look at in a telescope. Remember, half the park is after dark.